Hey everybody, you're watching or listening to our charity stream of Critical Core. If you're here looking for Manatown, don't worry, it'll be back in a month. We're just on hiatus. But do check this out. Critical Core is a game designed from the ground up by educators and therapists to help neurodivergent kids as well as adults, or even anyone really, learn how to use TTRPGs to help learn problem solving and social skills, as well as a lot of other stuff. It also happens to be maybe the best starter set for a Dungeons and Dragons game I have ever seen to both teach players how to play the game and DMs how to run the game. If you're interested in this, or if you want to help out the charities we're helping support this month, which is Game to Grow, the nonprofit company that makes Critical Core, as well as ASIN, the Autism Self-Advocacy Network, check out our live shows both on YouTube and on Twitch, twitch.tv/roleplayslive, where any tip or subscription or anything you do in this month goes a 50-50 split to both organizations. Anyways, thank you and enjoy the show. We're going to open up with introductions as well as character introductions.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rachel. You can find me basically everywhere at Lion After Dark or _Lion After Dark. I play the ukulele. I do a impression of the video game lady on the TikTok. And on May 20th, you can listen to me on Beholder to No One's one-shot of Inspirials, which was a super dope Arthurian TTRPG game that was designed by one of the players in it. We played like descendants of Arthur and Guinevere. It was super, super fun. So you should tune in on Beholder to No One.
I want to play this game.
It's really fun.
Oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Please. It was super, super cool.
I'm one of the 10 people that actually play Pendragon, so.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys know this, but I like King Arthur.
What?
What? At Hatchling DM on Twitter is the creator, and he also GM'd for us. So you guys should check it out. It was super, super fun.
I am Goggloggle. You can find me here on Twitch and on Twitter. In theory, I am technically on both of these places.
Hey, I'm Megan. You can follow me on Instagram at Megan E. Peugeot and Twitter at Megan Pigs. I have a podcast called Human, where a bunch of smart people talk about what it means to be human, and you can find the link in the bios.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. Today, I'm Ashton. I'm on Twitter at popsicle_Mike and on Instagram at Ashton_unofficial. I do a lot of voice acting and I write things, and I talk about that on my Twitter and my social media. So if you follow me on there, you'll find out all the cool things I'm doing. Also, I'm in a mass podcast that is coming out on one of the Mondays coming up. I'm not exactly sure which day. I should learn that. But it's Delinquent Comics, and it is actually family friendly. It's a superhero show.
Hey everybody, I'm Mary Kate Mead. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at NerdOnWheels15. I'm usually chatting about TTRPGs, disability, and everything in between. And you can also find me on Beholder to No One's Discussions podcast, where Nikki and I go over disabilities in TTRPGs, how to include different topics and themes that people with disabilities go through, just talking about general disabilities that we had, and how to use disabilities in your TTRPGs respectfully. And you can check out Ravens Roost Radio on Twitter as well for another podcast.
And I guess I could add, next week we should be having Nikki in the guest spot, so that'll be great. Hey everybody, I'm Bobby, also known as GM Bobby. I'm the GM for this game, as well as many others. If you are a first-time listener or watcher, depending on how you're getting this, because Critical Core is going to be, this stream is going to be used to help teach people examples of how to run the game as well. If you're an adult watching this, check out either our Twitch streams or our podcast, where we do other actual plays, which typically have a bit of a horror bend to them, and they are more adult, not in the graphic violence or anything like that, typically, but more in the, oh my god, existential crisis and dealing with interpersonal relationships and, adult matter in the case of stuff adults actually deal with. But if you're not that, or that isn't your kind of stuff, check out our YouTube channel, which we're currently live on YouTube as well, where we do TTRPG educational videos, reviews of games, reviews of starter sets, tutorials on how to be a better GM, tell better stories, or even for players, how to get into character, make new characters, and roleplay. But with that, we will start the adventure with character introductions, starting with Mary.
So I am playing the halfling bard, Delilah Everwood. She's 13. She kind of ran away from home a little while ago, and she wants to go see the road because she was told she was too small to be able to get out there. And well, she wasn't going to put up with that very well. Not the wisest individual, but she can talk herself into and out of a lot of situations. Don't call her little. That's not going to end well.
Then next up, we have Ashton.
Great. I am playing Dixie Duke, who is just a very nice southern tiefling monk, who thinks that all animals that are taller than her are bears.
Then, carrying over from that, we have Megan.
I'm playing Helga Hardbrow, who is a half-orc barbarian. She is on a quest from her people to prove her strength so she can rise into the table of elders, and she is the mom of a little girl named Elsie.
All right, then we have Ellis.
I will be playing Donnie Teramir, a dwarven cleric whose lists of likes currently includes chowder and lists of dislikes includes questions about his past.
And then finally, for our band of heroes tonight, we have Rachel.
Hello, I am playing Rogar the Calm. I am a dragonborn druid who likes becoming other animals and apparently just turns into bears.
All right, if you are watching and you do want to help support charity or help out our players, you can. And right now, we're just making it really simple. Any sub or donation with bits on Twitch gives these players a reroll. Any super chat tip on YouTube gives these players a reroll. We're just going to make it real simple, and it's going to be all rerolls tonight. But if you want to do that, you are welcome to. The funds we raise are going to be split 50-50 between Game to Grow and Essen. Hey, Bobby here, just interjecting a little bit because this episode's slightly different than the others. We had a major audio issue with our first stream that we didn't notice for the first few minutes, meaning we completely lost audio for the first part of the adventure. Luckily, we caught it early, and all of the real meat of the adventure is here, as well as we brought in the character and player introductions from the second episode over here, so you don't miss much. But to catch you up, our heroes have been wandering through the wilderness during the dead of winter. Intense snowstorms, frigid cold, a long journey before they come to the town of Tusk. The town of Tusk is named this because of a large crystal obelisk known as the Tusk that sticks out of the center of town. Legend says it fell from the sky, but no one really knows why. At this point, our heroes have made their way to the local eatery known as the Best Soup Tavern in Tusk, where they have met Seamus, the innkeep, who is able to provide them with any soup they desire. They're getting along with Seamus, they're finding out about all these soups, when a wall explodes and skeletons come storming. Our heroes are currently battling the skeletons, however, just before we come to them, a figure in jet black armor has also come in, claiming that Seamus will not be able to stop them from their master's work. So let's join them in the middle of battle.
Can we get out of this situation if I start running my mouth?
Maybe. They didn't say anything about coming for you.
Okay, I'm going to kind of wave my little bow for my fiddle and say, excuse me. Hi. Our names are Seamus. So why are you hitting us?
Do you want to give me some kind of persuasion?
Yes, I would. Okay, that is a 15.
The head looks over at you. Given everything that just happened to this being, spits blood on the floor.
I mean, I'm just asking a question. I didn't hit you. She didn't hit you. And I point to Helga. And our names aren't Seamus.
Speaking of, Helga, what do you do? Remember, you are raging.
Yeah, Helga's just gonna look at her and be like, he's gonna attack someone. And
Yeah, let it be him. It's not us.
there's a fog of rage. Everything looks red. She must attack. Oh no, it's terrible.
For a brief moment.
7.
A 7 will not. As Helga rushes, doing a massive overhead swing, and the armored necromanager just sidesteps.
Like, ugh.
The suit in black armor looks at all of you, looks over at Seamus. I was not expecting you to have minions defending you, Seamus.
Particularly, we are not working for him. We just came to eat soup. We are our own bosses, and we come at certain rates, and we were not given a rate. You just had skeletons burst through a wall without telling who the skeletons were going at. So I think you can understand how that could be very complicated. And when we were fearing for our lives, if you would have just said it was for Seamus, well, I'm not working for Seamus. I don't care. I just want to play my violin.
Looking directly at you, they say, "You shall not deny me what my master desires." As another outstretched hand begins conjuring a single blade that fires straight at Seamus. This doesn't look like the shadow blades you did. It's about 1.5 feet long. It's actually conjuring real metal that's like forming out a hardened shadow, as like almost spectral shadow snakes are wrapping around it, and the thing flies straight at Seamus, sticks him square in the stomach as he falls backwards. And then this being with their other hand as a minor action literally smoke bombs away.
That was not very hospitable.
Does Seamus look okay?
Seamus is on the ground.
I'm going to go try and check his pulse very gingerly.
Can I come out of beast shape and I cast minor regeneration on Seamus.
So do you have any kind of skill that helps you know about healing or about magic?
I have a good wisdom.
Yeah, you can just give me a wisdom check.
That's a 15.
With a 15, you look and you realize where he's been stabbed, black tendrils like veins are already starting to spread out from the wound.
Oh no, he needs soup.
This doesn't look like just a wound. This looks like it's also a curse.
Pour some soup on it. Seamus, what's your favorite soup?
Well, even so, he has... Wait, give me a second. He gets 14 hit points back.
He will look at you as you're doing this.
Stay with me, man. You can do this.
She's after the serum of life. You must stop her at all costs. Seamus doesn't die, but he does pass out. The black tendrils continue to begin spreading across his body.
Dixie would like to investigate the soup place to see if there's any soup called the Soup of Life.
Serum of life? Yeah, you can give me an intelligence check if you have any kind of, or wisdom if you have any kind of perception or investigate or anything like that in your skills.
Perceptive.
Yep, that would do it.
That's 11.
With an 11, you can't even quite seem to figure out how he was spinning the stuff, but you don't seem to find anything.
While she's doing that, Helga's gonna stand up and try to look around the establishment and see if there seem to be any other threats coming in.
Nope. The skeletons seem to have all vanished with the smoke. Even the piles of bone that were on the ground are gone. I can have any of you make a wisdom check to try and notice something when you were coming into town and remember it.
Can we all do it? Or
I have perceptive. Do I get to
Yeah.
add the quality bonus?
Yep.
Oh,
that's
amazing.
better. I got 18.
20.
16.
I get to add a +6, but I got an 11.
Oh, okay. So the 20 will definitely get it. You do remember when you were first coming into town, one of the huts you crossed had a symbol for a doctor. hanging out the window.
Oh,
So while I'm stalking around and kind of looking out, I'll look out the door and it'll jog my memory, and I'm going to turn back to everyone. I saw a doctor in the town while we were coming in here. We need to take him quickly.
We shall take him quickly.
All right, how do you want to transport him? You're basically moving him like 2 blocks.
How big is he?
Seamus was a big guy. Like, Seamus may have been a retired adventurer. The dude's probably like somewhere between 5'11 and 6'2", broad, still quite muscular, probably with a bit of a paunch due to all the soup.
I can definitely at least help carry him.
Same.
Druid friend, could you become a bear and we could like have him on your back?
Sure.
I turn into a moose. That will be big enough to bear him on my back.
Furwood is just sitting on like the little bar with a giant barrel of soup between her legs, and she's got a spoon out and is just eating the soup.
now I don't know animals that well, but this is not a bear, right?
No.
To be fair, a moose is huge.
It's a bear. It's definitely a bear. Can I roll
big.
deception?
It's a bear.
No, you can't roll deception on that. If Ashton wants to go along with the bit, she can. But that's a you and her issue. We are not bringing the dice into that bit.
All animals that are taller than me on 4 legs is a bear.
That's totally a
That's what
bear.
that means.
Let's load him up. We need to get him to the doctor quickly.
Of course, the elf of all the characters is the one that's just over it.
My
Dwarf,
character's a
not an elf.
dwarf.
Oh, that's right. The cleric's a dwarf. Oh, that's even better.
The dwarf is just done with everything. The dwarf just has a bowl of clam chowder and is just bringing the spoon. It's just like, all right, let's go.
Part of the audio we lost is this is the best soup tavern in Tusk, which is the town they're in. And he has literally every type of soup you can imagine. It's from the adventure, but the bit was gold and we might have lost it. And that upsets me because it's such a good bit. They found a way to get you invested real quick. He can have every soup you want. We love him.
It doesn't take much.
Really doesn't.
So it should be worth noting you all came in the evening already. So it is night and there was storms rolling in. So the wind is howling, snow's coming in, and it's late. Like everybody's inside. There's a reason that the best soup tavern in Tusk was pretty much empty. Getting to this area, to give you all an idea, here's where the soup tavern is, and there's where the potions brew is. Because they do maps where the buildings are literally just different colors. You guys go up and around. The quickest way is you're going to basically have to drag him between some buildings where there isn't a road, but you're on a moose.
I'm going to hop on the moose too, because like the snow is just too tall and I could drown. I don't want to.
It's about a halfling. I could drown. That was good. Okay. So as you get here, it's this small hut just outside of the main group of houses. It's this little round hut. And when I mean little, I mean the roof is probably at about the 5-foot point. What do you want to do? There are no like signs of light or anything. You just bang on the door.
Bang on the door.
I don't think the bear's going to fit through that door.
We need assistance.
You hear some like clanging and moving around until finally you just hear from like, not so much deep within because it's a small hut, but definitely not at the door of just, we open in the morning.
There's a dead guy on a moose. You might want to get some help.
A what?
It's a bear.
Okay.
What?
Well, come out and see.
I'm in bed.
Someone is gravely injured. We need you to do your duty and save him.
I mean, we can write you up for malpractice.
And very faintly you just hear, they can't know I'm not licensed.
I'm gonna write that in my little book.
The door just creaks open. It's past operating hours. What do you want? As this long green nose kind of peeks out.
Dead guy on a moose.
Well, if he's already dead, what do you need me? I don't do resurrection.
Well, I don't know. I would just want to make sure he's not dead. I mean, if he's dead, then he's dead. But if he's not dead, then he's not dead. So you want to make sure he's not dead, in case he's dead.
Why me?
You have the sign of doctor on the front.
I sell healing potions.
Well, great. Use one. Do it.
Can you tell me? I don't know if you have a degree or something, but can you tell me if this is a bear or something else? Because I'm very confused.
Is this like some kind of polymorph gone wrong as this very old man goblin? Basically looking like Waldorf from the Muppets, but green with a long nose and big goblin ears.
I don't know. You tell me because I don't have the degree. If that's you.
Is that's a move. Seamus!
Yeah, see, I told you he might be dead.
Drag him in here. The not bear's not gonna fit though.
Fine, after Seamus gets like, yeah, I'll turn back into Rogar and just kind of hop down with Seamus as much in my arms as I can.
I'll help support when you switch back.
In the background, the dwarf is standing up to the armpits in snow, with just like holding the soup just above it, still just eating.
The soup is just melting a little line in the snow, like as you're walking in it.
As he goes and he's like, just give it a second. I'll open up for business. And he goes and he closes the door, and you hear like a lever cranking, gears whirling, and the hut rises up. So there's the little door, and it goes up to about 1.5 stories tall now, and an entire second shop has risen up out of the snow with a normal sized door and everything.
Wow.
There's the more sounds of movement, and he's coming down the stairs, and in the window in the door, he just flips a sign from closed to open.
Well, I guess we came to the right place.
Yes.
If your friend's a Seamus's, God, I hope he can still make my favorite soup. Please, to me, bring him on to the counter, and he's literally talking about the register counter. He's not set up to be like an operating table or anything. Now, quick introduction. I'm Professor Wizgamble Fluffleblump. Pleased to meet you. What happened with Seamus here?
He got stabbed.
We had a bad encounter with some sort of obsidian-plated fiend or something who sent this cursed blade into our dear soup friend's chest.
None of you have taken the blade out. So
It's safer if you leave it in.
You need to leave. We don't want all this creepy black
No,
stuff.
I need to inspect the wound, and he drags this little stool ladder up to climb up high enough, just gets on top of Seamus, plants his feet down, goes and pulls, and only the hilt comes out.
That's not great.
Did you break it?
That is not
But if you pull it out, you get to be the king of England.
What's England?
Here's the thing, and he lets go of the hilt, and as he lets go of the hilt actually turns back in the smoke and wisps away.
Oh no.
That's okay. We're dealing with a pretty powerful curse here. Probably some necromancy.
Yeah, there were some skeletons, and he was the girl was a necromanager, and I told her that she needed to better her management skills.
I think I can help him.
Okay.
But I'm not some big powerful sorcerer and stuff. I can probably do this with some ritual magic, but I'm gonna need an ingredient. I need to get me some Watcher's Breath. It's a silver flower. It grows up in the swamps to the north. I know there's a tree up there somewhere with it's silver, real easy to see at night, which, I mean, since you woke me up, you can probably find it. It glints in the moonlight and all that.
Oh, wait, we have to go out now?
I mean, if you go out during the day, that's fine, but you're not gonna it's not gonna be glinting. Also, Seamus is dying.
Yeah.
I guess we can.
We'll go.
Do you have
Hold on.
any healing potions before we go?
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Here, yeah, Seamus owes me one. I'll do that.
I do know some of us are sitting at 2 HP. So.
I'm also at 2 HP.
Oh yeah, potions are if things are really like rough up, we can patch you up. Stuff like, I don't know what an HP is, but 2 sounds very low. What is your con modifier, Rogar?
Oh, it's +0.
Okay, so roll 1d6.
Okay.
I also have 2 hit
3.
points.
What is your
Can I
con
do the
modifier?
same?
I'm back up to 5.
+1.
Roll 1d6. Yeah, short rests in this is you get a number of d6 equal to your con modifier. I believe it's minimum 1. If not, I'm just going to say right now minimum 1, so some of you can actually heal. And you get to short rest every 2 hours, and a short rest actually takes 10 minutes.
Excellent.
That's very good.
Love this.
It's really good for low-level play. Like, the critical core stuff is actually really good for low-level play. Whenever you rest, you get to roll that many dice. It's not a pool that are being spent down or anything.
That's especially nice.
Yeah. So with that, he can help bandage you up some. He does have 3 healing potions as well.
So Helga's at 10. How's Delia doing?
I'm full after rolling the d6. I got a 6 on it, so I'm good.
So 1 for Rogar, 1 for Dixie, and 1 for Donnie.
Hmm.
How are you doing?
And I've
Donnie?
got healing
Donnie's
too.
full.
So
Oh, you're full? Well, we could use 2 and then take and save 1.
Do we roll anything, or we just?
You know what? There aren't really. I just let you guys have health potions because you need it. So we'll say each potion gives 5 hit points.
That's
Okay,
because I
great.
decided to heal the cursed adventurer instead of us, which was my bad.
As we do this and you get ready to go out into the swamps, we are going to go on bio break.